Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, what's up?
Nothing much. How's it going with you?
Well, just another Friday.
Yes. I'm just sad that my vacation is over.
What?
It won't be
Dang.
over until Sunday, but I'm just sad that my week just went by so fast.
Hmm.
So it's
Mm,
okay. It's okay.
it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know what? You get to go out in a bang. Because
Yeah.
welcome to Two Blurred Girls podcast.
Yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome, it's Tamara,
Yeah, welcome, Tamika.
Tamika. Hey, welcome to
Hey,
our show. And
how's it
for
going?
today's show, we're going to do Black superheroes. So we're going to
Yeah.
cover like Marvel, DC, and other franchises.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, because it's interesting because I'm glad that we're doing this. It's
Mhm.
because we're educating people that who are not part of the nerd community that to know that some people don't know that there's black comic book characters out there.
Mhm.
They know some of them, like the main ones, of course, but they don't know about the others unless you're a nerd.
Yeah,
like you're
definitely.
into like if you're into comics, you will know about these characters. But if you're not really into comics, it's just like some people would be like, "Oh, well, I've seen them in Marvel movies or I've seen them in DC movies, but they're not portrayed as, what you really think they are."
Yeah. Yeah, and it's a lot more than just like Black Panther and
Mhm.
Cyborg and War
Mhm.
Machine.
Mhm.
So, hopefully, Marvel and DC are watching and that they take notes and that they go back to their archives and they say, oh, maybe we should give these other superheroes a chance.
Yeah, about that. I'll discuss that later.
I can't wait. All right. Well, I will let you go with the superheroes that you picked out and then I'll go after you with mine.
Okay. Well, of
Cool.
course, I'm doing this superhero first
Okay.
because I'm honoring this superhero to my friend West. West, if you're listening or watching, you'll be very happy that I'm talking about your boy, Blade.
Oh.
His real name is Eric Brooks. He is
Mm-hmm.
from Earth 616. You remember?
Ah,
That's like
ah.
the secret name. So if you
Yeah.
guys are not watching, you don't see Blade's picture. What that is, I have it up right now. So
Mhm.
we're showing the pictures of the comic book characters that we found. But
Yeah.
anyways, Blade is from Soho, London. His
Mm.
father was a member of the secret society Order of Tyrania, and
Mm.
his mom was a human prostitute.
Ooh.
So he is half human and half vampire. Um, his first appearance was Tomb of Dracula, issue 10, July 1973.
Mm.
He's immune to vampire bites and vampire hypnosis. So like if you just see Blade like in the middle of the street as a vampire and you don't see him smiling and you're trying to bite him or hypnotize him, it ain't gonna work. He does not take orders well. He is very
Uh-huh.
difficult to work with in large settings.
Mm.
So I don't know that tells you something about Blade. It just seems like he's part of the person. He's like a person who doesn't take shit from anybody,
Mm.
basically.
What's his sign? What's his sign?
I
Mm.
don't know. I
Mm.
need to look that
Let's
up.
see.
I need to
Doesn't
look up his
Aries
sign.
got it.
Yeah, he's an Aries. That's
Aries got
why.
it.
That's why. That's
I don't
why.
take shit from nobody. I'm ready to fight.
He's like, you can't tell me what to do.
I'm an Aries with a Capricorn moon. Boom.
Yeah, boom. And I don't think
Yeah.
a lot of people know this, but he lost his left hand
Mm.
and he had a prosthetic made out of his gun. So when he's shooting vampires, he's using his hand. So his hand is a gun. So that's pretty cool. He ran a street gang called Blood Shadows. But sadly, after a vampire transformed his girl Glory into a vampire, he gave up on the gang life and returned to vampire hunting. So he
Mm.
was a vampire hunter, then he went to gang life, and then when his girlfriend became a vampire, he was like, you know what? I'm going back to vampire hunting. So that's the way for him to leave the gang life.
Wow.
Um, he is committed to his mission to get rid of the world of vampires. Like he hates vampires. He wants to get rid of them. He wants to kill them. And his possesses the abilities of pseudo vampire due to a bite from Morbius. So yeah, that's Blade. And I picked him because of my friend. Because if I didn't talk about Blade, my friend would be very upset. I think all my black male friends will be upset with me if we don't talk about Blade.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's the reason why I picked Blade.
Oh, okay. Morbius. So that movie's coming out with Jared Leto.
Yes,
Is that coming out this year or next year?
probably next year. But I'm
Uh,
wondering if it comes out this year, do you think it'll be a possibility that Blade might be able to come out next year?
I don't see why not. It'll be a good introduction to Mahershala Ali's character because I know
Yeah.
he's going to be the next Blade, which I
Mm-hmm.
still wish that I was going to say Denzel.
If only, if only.
Denzel must be talking about me. Denzel, stop talking about me.
Oh, that man.
Wesley. I still wish Wesley could be Blade again.
Yeah, I think he was talking about he wouldn't mind coming back to play as Blade. And
Yeah, he
I
still
wouldn't
got
mind
it.
him coming back either because, like, yeah, he's old, but he still got it. Like, an old man can get back in shape and he can still do back flips and front flips and kick your butt. Like, who hasn't seen anime characters that are old that's all built up kicking ass? I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
and plus he
If
was
they
in
can do
the
it,
Expendables.
uh huh.
So yeah, he still got it, and I think he still practiced martial arts too.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, but we'll see how Mahershala does. Oh, what's your
yeah.
next
Oh, okay. My next one is Bling.
one? Ooh,
So, Bling's real name is Roxanne Washington.
uh
Her
huh.
first appearance is X Men Volume 2, Issue 171, August 2005. And guess what Earth realm she's from?
616.
616.
Oh,
So, Roxanne is the daughter of celebrity hip hop artists. When she went to uh, the school of Xavier, she studied under Gambit. And then when the school shut down, she followed the X-Men to Utopia and helped them with various missions. So she become part of the X-Men and did everything with them. Um, but she was offered a place to be with them, but she declined, performing like the reason why she declined was because she wanted to leave the dangerous works for other people. Even
mm,
though, she's like looks really cool and everything. She's like, you know what, this is too dangerous for me. You can have it. And then she returned to her studies at Jean Grey School for Higher Learning. So that means that chick is smart.
mm-hmm,
So her special powers and abilities are her bone marrow can produce diamonds, hence her name,
mm-hmm.
Bling, which can protect her skin, and she's able to fire the diamonds at foes.
Ooh,
And she also has human strength. As you can see in the picture, for those who are watching, you can see her like destroying a villain or somebody that she's fighting.
yeah.
So that's Bling. I picked her because, I feel like it's interesting that people should learn about her because I don't think a lot of people know unless, you read the comics or you go through the encyclopedia and you're like, oh, there's Bling. Like, she looks very interesting. So
Mhm.
that's why I picked her because she's one of the characters that a lot of people probably don't seem to know about and
Yeah,
stuff.
she has like a Emma Frost type of feel to her. Look
Mm-hmm.
to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because look how
So Chris, sorry, this goes back to the Wesley Snipes one.
okay.
So Christopher, he's my old neighbor. He's in Panama now. Shout out to him.
Oh, hi,
He
Christopher.
said he saw Wesley Snipes in My Name is Dolomite and he looked amazing. Yeah. And
Yeah.
also in Coming to America too, he still got it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
some people will be like, you know how Hollywood is.
Oh, totally.
They don't want to get somebody that, okay, if you want to be an old person, you have to play as an old person.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no, why are you doing this to them?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
but go back to Bling. Sorry about that.
Oh, there's Bling. There she is.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Isn't she
And
pretty?
for the audio people, what would you say? Her color is like metallic looking.
Yeah, she is metallic looking.
Yeah.
She's like, just think of a person, a black woman who's
Uh-huh.
sparkling like diamonds. You remember Rihanna's song, Shine
Yeah.
Bright Like a
Right,
Diamond?
like a
Just think of
diamond.
that. Just think of Bling like that. Shine bright like a diamond. Just think of that. And that's
Mhm.
Bling.
Boom. Got it.
Boom. And to be honest, I wonder if Rihanna got that part because of Bling, or she just came up with it. But it'd be really cool if she thought about Bling. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing her Bling in the X-Men movies.
Yes. You know what? They probably would put her in X-Men movies for representation, but they might not. I'll
Mm-mm.
talk about the representation. We'll talk about that later. That's a whole
Yeah.
different thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing because you'll see why. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
What does that say on the bottom?
Call her Captain Marvel.
Thank you. That is her name, Captain Marvel.
Okay, you can go rant now. Go.
It just okay.
Mm-hmm.
Before I watched the movie, I read the comics. I have
Mm-hmm.
never read Carol Danvers, Miss Marvel,
Mm-hmm.
aka Captain Marvel. She was also Captain Marvel as well. I never read it. And then when I first read it, I was like super excited about the movie. When I went to the movie theaters, I was so mad because another sad part is I also read about Monica Rambeau because she was Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw the movie and I was like, oh, there's this cute little black girl. And I see this beautiful black woman. And her name is Maria Rambeau. I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. Why? Oh, why? And then this cute little Monica looking up to Carol Danvers.
Mm-hmm.
But first of all, Monica never knew Carol in her book.
Mm. Wow.
Yeah, she didn't know Carol. So yeah, that's my rant. The real Captain Marvel to me is Monica Rambeau.
Mm.
And if I want to do representation, is Monica Rambeau.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As a black woman,
Mm-hmm.
Monica Rambeau.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she first appeared in Amazing Spider-Man, issue 16, annual issue 16, 1982. I have it. I paid a lot of money for that comic book. So after I read it, I put it in a safe thing. And now it's going to be hanging on my wall
Mm.
because it's very special to me because I paid a lot of money for it. And I'm keeping it away from my child because she's one of those kids that just goes around and be like, ooh, a book, and she will rip it.
Yeah, I feel like you are disowned, child.
No. So, um, but Captain Marvel can turn into any type of energy, including light, electricity, ultraviolet waves, gamma rays, or lasers. She can travel at the speed of light, and okay, she can fly. And fire blasts of whatever type of energy she becomes. So if she becomes like a light energy, light, like whatever power that whatever blast that she's using, that's the energy that comes. So, um, how did she get her superpowers? Well, some people, when people saw WandaVision, they thought
Mm-hmm.
that she got her superpowers from like when she's going through a TV. And basically, I knew what they was trying to do because Monica's new superhero name is Spectrum,
Mm-hmm.
because, or is it Photon Spectrum, whatever.
One
Her
of
name
those
changed
two.
so
Yeah.
many times because she went from Captain Marvel, because I think Captain Marvel's child wanted to have the name Captain Marvel, so she gave that name to them. Then she became Photon, I think. And then somebody else says, I want the name Photon. And Monica was like, here, you can have my name. And I'd be like, no, bitch, Photon's my name. That's what I would do. But anyways, she's Spectrum.
Uh-huh.
But so what happened with her is like she was she got her powers when she was working as a lieutenant and on the New Orleans Harbor Patrol, and she was struck by experimental energy from an energy disruptor weapon that was being developed by a South American terrorist. So
Mm.
it exposed her and gave her superpowers. And she was dubbed as Captain Marvel by the media. So that's how she got her name, because she
Oh,
was a captain
yeah.
of her ship, but you know, they called her Captain Marvel.
Mm.
Not Marvel, but Marvel.
Mm.
Um, um, like the earlier in her career, she met with Spider-Man because she didn't know them, because she was in Louisiana. She didn't know about Spider. She, like, when I say she didn't know them, she didn't know them personally,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, yeah.
She met up with Spider-Man, and Spider-Man took her to the Avengers. So that's how she was like, she met all of the Avengers. And when she said, my name is Captain Marvel, because this is in the comics, one of the Avengers started crying. He was crying because he said that the person that he knew was Captain Marvel, and he
Mm.
died.
Mm.
So and she was like, oh, I'm sorry, and she didn't know, because that's what the media called her. The media gave her that name, Captain Marvel. So I don't care what people say. She's always Captain Marvel. She's not Spectrum. She's not Photon. She's Captain Marvel to me. So
Yeah, and PJ had a comment. He said, I actually had a friend walk out the theater because Monica Rambeau wasn't Captain Marvel in the film.
bam, bam. And the thing is, this is what pisses me off so much. I
Mm.
know a lot of
Uh-oh,
people love
the
Captain
hands.
Marvel movies. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. John Henry knows how pissed off I am about this movie. He knows about it. But do I like representation? Yes, of course. Do I want Black women or women in general to be represented? Yes, of course. But what pisses me off is I see this little girl looking up to a white woman with blonde hair and blue eyes. That's not Monica Rambeau. She didn't do that. She didn't take Carol's jacket and say, yay, I will want to be like you one day. No, she didn't do that shit because she didn't know Carol. I'm sorry. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
but not sorry. Monica
Mm-hmm.
Rambeau is Captain Marvel forever
Mm-hmm.
and always. I don't care.
The end.
Come at me.
Jordan.
Oi, I'm sorry. I'm cool.
Yeah, you got it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
That
got it
just
out.
makes me
That's good.
so mad. I'm like, why you do this? If you want Black women, like, represent us as us. Don't have us looking up to somebody. No. If you want us to
Yeah.
look at somebody, make us look up at her mom. I'm just saying. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm good.
It's fine. You get
I'm
it
good.
out. Don't hold that in.
I'm good.
You're too tiny to be holding all that energy in.
I know. I went up with my husband today because one of my pins from my tablet went off. And
Uh-huh.
I was like, God dang it, I might as well just get a freaking eye pin.
Mm.
So that's the reason why I didn't have a chance to finish all my notes, because I had to get another pencil
It's okay.
because the other pen that I had kept dying. And I'm like, I charged you. Why you keep dying every 5 seconds? So
Apple.
Yeah. No, it wasn't an Apple pen.
Oh, it
It was
wasn't
a
Apple.
genetic. It was a genetic brand. It was this pen, this piece of crap.
Oh, what is that? Oh, mm-mm.
$69.
Mm-mm.
But I can't take it back because I don't have the box. I don't know where my
Oh,
child did with
man. Oh,
it. She
baby
loves boxes.
KK.
She loves boxes.
Oh,
I'm trying to trying to calm down by talking about my child.
it's
So
okay. It's okay. There you go. Drink some ice water.
I can't. I didn't have a chance to get water.
Oh, it's okay. You just take some deep breaths now.
Okay, I'm
That's
cool. I'm
all
cool.
right. Now
Okay.
who's your next one?
John Henry Irons,
Ooh.
aka Steel.
Not the
So
shack.
not
Not the
not
shack
the
movie.
shack.
We don't talk about that. That doesn't
And I
exist.
have a guess.
Not John Henry, your husband behind you. Hey,
Yeah,
John
not
Henry.
that John Henry.
It's
Not that
Tamara's
John Henry.
husband. We're talking about Steel, not the shack. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he
Oh, he
can't
went
hear
away.
you.
Oh, okay. I just own the conversation. Like,
It's like yeah, we're talking about this John Henry.
yeah, not
John
Shaq.
Henry, not Shaq. Like if you think of Steel, don't think of Steel the movie from the 90s.
Not
You know,
Shaq.
that's why we said not Shaq because that movie is that's all I can say.
Are we bringing that foolishness up in this comment section?
Yeah, please don't. Please don't because we we grew up with very weird movies. And
Yeah.
Steel was one of them. Steel was one of them.
Yeah.
So, anyways, John Henry Irons, he debuted in Steel, The Indestructible Man, Volume 1, March 1978. So, he's been around since my mom graduated from high school. So, his powers and abilities, he's a genius man. He's a smart black man.
Mm-hmm.
He's a genius inventor. His armor suit it boosts his strength and allows him to fly, and he has like flying boots and everything. If you guys know about the folk story about John Henry, the swing driving man, that's where his name came from him. So John Henry Irons was named after the folk story of John Henry. He uses technical expertise to create a suit of power of armor, and he became the heavy-hitting hero Steel. So, as you can see in the picture, like if you guys are listening to us and you can't see the picture, his weapon is a hammer. So, Vision, like remember, the folk story is the hammer, the still driving man. Mm-hmm. The reason why he was called that is because John Henry was doing the trains.
Oh yeah,
the train tracks, the railroad tracks. So he was like this big man doing the railroad tracks. So John Henry Irons' weapon is the hammer. So you could put John Henry Irons and John Henry, and there you see two black men holding a hammer. So that's what they look like.
Yeah.
His closest friends and allies are Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Animal Man, Lana Lang, and the Suicide Squad. And who's Animal Man? I have no idea. He's in our encyclopedia. So, and the funny thing is that, to be honest, I picked John Henry Irons because my husband's name is John Henry, and I think the story about John Henry is very interesting, and I really think that people should read about that. It's a good story.
Yeah. And of course, PJ's blowing up the comment section again. He said, "I like Steel from the Superman animated series."
Yes, he was.
He was in that. Oh crap! I gotta see that again.
Time to go back.
And then he said that Steel is cooler than Iron Man, which he said it. He said it, y'all. He said it.
To be honest, y'all, he ain't lying. He ain't lying.
Him and Tampa said it.
I love Tony Stark. Don't get me wrong. Tony is awesome.
Yeah.
But Steel is better. That's all I can say.
Yeah. It'd be nice if they do the film again. I don't know who could play Steel. if they wanted to reboot Steel again.
Mm,
Not Shaq.
no, please, Lord, not Shaq. Please, no.
He doing his Papa John's commercial.
Um. Well, you can't say the guy who plays as Luke Cage because he's Luke Cage and he's forever Luke Cage.
Well, he can do others too.
To me, I don't think that would be good to do because it's one is DC and one is Marvel. That's just my personal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can't think of
Oh,
a.
Terry Crews did a movie that was kind of like based on the myth of John Henry. I
Yeah,
forgot the name of the
John
Netflix
Henry.
movie.
John
Oh,
Henry.
okay, yeah. Well, yeah. Boris Kojo. He's too short. Oh, let me put the comments up. Okay. He said Boris Kojo as Steel would be good.
Hmm. Maybe if they
Short.
do CGI to make him a little taller.
Michael J. White.
He's short, and also that's Spawn. He's always Spawn to me. I don't care what people say about that
We'll
movie.
come back to this. We
Yeah, we
got to
got to
make
come
this
back.
movie happen.
Okay, just look at this beautiful black man that is
Mm-hmm.
made of steel.
Yeah.
Just imagine a big black man who is
Mm-hmm.
bald headed and tall,
Mm-hmm.
and he's not Shaq. That's all I can say.
I say just put Terry Crews in it.
I can't do what Terry Crews does, but
He don't have to move his pecs. He could just, because if you saw that movie that he was in with John Henry the movie, he did pretty good.
yeah, if he was John Henry in the movie, he can't play as John Henry again.
Yeah, yeah, he can do
Can you just
Steel.
imagine
Yeah.
him doing the pecs as
The metal
Steel,
pecs moving.
the
Yeah,
metal pecs
boom,
that goes
boom,
up and
ting, ting,
down?
ting, ting. Yeah,
Ting, 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 ting,
yeah.
ting.
Shake it, Iron Man.
Ting ting. Oh
Terrible.
man. Yes,
And what
terrible,
is your
terrible.
others?
Well, remember Steel,
Mm-hmm.
right? Think of a female version. Natasha.
Ooh,
Natasha Irons.
I like.
So her first appearance was in Steel Volume 2,
Mm,
Issue 1, 1994. She became the fifth superhero to use the name Steel when her uncle John Henry Irons was injured in 2016 Limited Series 52. She gained superpowers and used the code name Starlight. So first she was just a regular person wearing the suit, but then she all of a sudden she got superpowers and became Starlight.
mm,
So when her powers changed, it allowed her to become a being of living mist. So she's like a mist and everything. And her name was changed to Vaporlock. So she went from Steel to Starlight to Vaporlock. What is up with black women getting her name changed? I've just noticed a pattern. First it was Monica. Now it's
uh-huh.
Natasha. What
Uh-huh.
the hell? The first was
Well,
Marvel, then
yeah,
DC.
I guess when they did the other Marvel, they was like, "Oh, we gotta change her."
Yeah, it's like, what
Right.
the hell?
And then with Steel or her name, I guess it was close to another superhero name, so they was like, "Oh, we gotta change it."
Yeah, it was close to his. That's
And it's
Steel. That's
like,
his name.
"Oh, we gotta change it."
I can't. Anyways, so she's known as Vaporlock now.
Mm-hmm.
So her powers and abilities are exogen, armor, and her main weapon, just like her uncle, is a hammer.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Nice.
that's Natasha. I picked her because of her uncle. So
Mm-hmm. And we have Davis Comics. They said hello.
hello,
Hey, Davis Comics. Thanks for watching the
welcome.
show.
So
She
let's
looks
see. So
awesome. And you were just talking about that earlier that you would cosplay her.
yeah, I would. I just gotta lose my mom bod, aka the belt. My belly is going down.
Mm-hmm.
I know this, like, this is an adult chat and everything. I'm a new
That's
time.
fine.
I'm
We're
a
just
first time
two
mom.
friends talking. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a first time mom,
Mm,
and my daughter refused to breastfeed.
mm,
So I did not lose my pregnancy weight as fast as I should. So, like most women who was able to breastfeed their kids, they will lose weight. Like this is what they say: you'll lose weight faster. So I didn't have a chance to breastfeed her because she refused.
mm.
So I still have it, but
Oh,
I'm getting there. So I'm happy. So I used to weigh more than what I used to be. So once I get rid of it, like go back to my pre-pregnancy weight, I'm good.
I
I'm
say
good.
still do it.
Yeah. Well, I guess. I guess it's just me. It's not like
Hmm.
everybody else. It's just me.
Totally. Oh, you know what I
It's just
noticed about her and her uncle? The S on their
uh-huh.
chest. I can see how that would be
Yes.
confused with Superman.
Yeah. A lot of people would think, oh, if okay, so yeah, that is true because
Hmm.
just say like you're new to the comics as a black
Yeah.
person, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden you see a black man. You could tell it's a black man,
Hmm.
and he's like, oh shoot, and you don't see his name at the bottom. Just say if you don't pay attention to his name at the bottom, and then you just see this, and you'd be like, oh, I want to be like him one day. And it's like Superman. See, there's a black Superman. There is a black Superman, but he's not made out of steel.
Hmm.
And there's a black, and there's the thing is, she's not a black Supergirl, but she's steel. So steel 1, steel 5. I can't say
One
2.
one could say she looks like a black Supergirl.
Yeah, they can say that, but she's not.
She's not. She's not,
Mm-mm.
sadly.
Mm-mm. Sadly, y'all, she is vapor lock now.
Hmm.
Vapor lock.
Vapor Lock.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And who is your
So,
next choice?
so this next choice is Power Girl.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I didn't have a chance to finish my notes with.
Oh.
Oh, so that's Power Girl.
Yeah.
Um, she is from her. Well, she debuted in the World's Finest, issue number 23,
Hmm.
July 2014. Her abilities are she's a genius, superhuman strength, and she has a ability to alter her size at will, so she can become like super giant if she wants to.
Mm.
Her allies are Karen Starr and Huntress. So basically, she inherits the role of Power Girl from Karen Starr and returned to Earth 2, leaving her company. So Karen Starr was like, hey, you could take the name Power Girl because I'm going to go back to Earth 2. And, I'm going to leave my country, the fortune, and then my superhero name. So, so her, Tanya, she, well, again, I didn't have a chance to write all of this and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Uh,
That's fine.
she's she's very strong. I just thought it would be very interesting to talk about her because you don't see a lot of black teen girls,
Hmm.
especially in the like she joined the Teen Titans.
Yeah.
So it would be really cool if I know there's a show called Teen Titans and
Go. Oh, sorry. We won't talk about
no,
that.
no, no, don't talk about that one. Oh God, no. 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 I'm talking about the one on HBO Max.
Oh,
Oh,
oh yeah.
Titans. It's not
Uh,
called Teen Titans, but it's called Titans.
I
But
have feelings about that. I'll talk about it in the next segment,
okay,
next part two.
yeah, because this is what I have to say.
Hmm.
It started off weird,
Yeah, I did.
and I didn't like the fact. Like, if you guys haven't seen it, it's old. I can't help it. I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it. Sorry, but not sorry. When Robin says "fuck Batman," I was like, "What the fuck? What did he do to you, Dick? What did he do to you?" What did Bruce do to you? He brought you in to his home when your parents died. You didn't have to do that. He wanted to help you. Boy, that's all I could say. But for that show, she can join, like they can put her in that show for Titans. So I can see her in that because she was part of the Teen Titans.
Yeah. Yeah. And sorry, we have just this comment. Tizzy the Great says she's a new subscriber and she's glad she caught the show live.
Oh, thanks for subscribing.
Thanks. We appreciate you.
Appreciate the love. So those are all my superheroes. I'm sorry. Like I have
what
to.
What book are you reading from?
Oh, and another thing is, you guys should check out. This is the old school version. So the DC Comics Encyclopedia. It is your friend.
Yes.
Like seriously. Yes. It is your friend.
Yes.
You'll know all things comics. And I know there's a part 2, but this is the older version because I had this for a long time.
And where did you get that version from?
I got mine from Books A Million.
Okay, cool.
Thanks a million for shopping at Books A Million.
Boom.
I love that store.
More appreciation, enjoying the show. Barbara said she's enjoying the show. Thanks, Barbara.
Thanks, Barbara. And also I got Marvel Encyclopedia as well.
And where'd you get that one from?
Same place, Books A Million. If you want books, go to Books A Million.
Thanks a million.
Thanks a million, Books A Million. That's where all my. It's like that's all I get my monies from. I love that store. That's why I haven't been there in a while.
I don't know if there's any in Atlanta, but I know their website is still going.
Oh yeah. Like I had to ban myself from Books A Million. That's how bad it is.
Yeah. Oh God, it's awful. Well, it's a website, so now you can blow it up more.
Yeah. I can't. Then my husband would be like, "Where is these boxes come from?
Where is our money going?"
It's like
candles,
wax. It's going towards wax. It's like, no, it's not. Where'd you get all these books from?
Come on, honey, let me make you something. Forget about that. What?
Yeah, come here. I got you something. I got you something to eat.
I got you some, boo boo.
Here you go. Enjoy.
There you go. Don't worry about that bag I brought. I brought 5 bags in here. It's okay.
Yeah.
You see nothing.
Don't be suspicious. You see nothing.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, I guess it's my turn, so I'm gonna tag in.
And I guess we got another special guest.
Where do these boxes come from?
You don't know nothing. You see nothing.
You don't know nothing. You see nothing. Okay. So Storm. Yay. Yay. I think I should have pinpointed what year she came out. I think it was like 60s. Into 70-ish.
I can look her up for you. That's where I got this thing.
Oh, Tizzy says she has a Batman encyclopedia. Cool.
Did you get it from Books A Million? Because again, I banned myself from that store.
Oh, but because I have a Southern accent, so her name is going to come out Aurora Monroe. I think I said it right.
It's okay.
Yeah, she's the daughter of an American journalist, and her mom was an African princess. But after they died in some explosion, she had to grow up on the mean streets of Cairo, which is in
1975.
75, yeah.
Giant Size X-Men issue 1, 1975.
Yeah.
So Storm's been around since the 70s.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, she left Cairo for Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
I was just glancing through because I had like the Marvel encyclopedia, so I was just glancing through all this for the show. So when she got to Kenya, she ran into T'Challa, they were both teenagers, and they started to strike up this friendship. So they were just friends right now, right? And then there was a explosion from the mercenaries, and then that's when she discovered her powers. And then
Mm-hmm.
she saved his life. And I guess they were like, "Ooh, you so fine. Oh, you so fine too. Hey." Oh, Tizzy said she got her Batman encyclopedia from
Barnes
Barnes
and
and Noble.
Nobles.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well,
That's
that
the
means I
other
have to.
store that
Yeah,
you're
that means I
banned
have to
from.
go. Yeah, I'm banned from all the bookstores, but I'm gonna go to Barnes and Nobles.
Oh,
I'm gonna
banned
go to
from all
Barnes.
the.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
you guys.
Oh, but yeah. So yeah, they they lovey dovey love eyes for
Mm-hmm.
T'Challa.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow she ended up in a village in South Africa, and she was just taking care of the people, like
Mm-hmm.
weathering the crops, and they gave her the nickname the Goddess. And then I think Professor X, I'm pretty sure she always been on Professor X's radar,
Mm-hmm.
but he decided to pay her a visit as she came of age and was like, "Would you like to join my school for the gifted? And I can teach you how to harness your powers."
Mm-hmm.
So that's Storm. Her powers,
She's
of
so
course,
pretty.
are weather generation, as you can
Mm-hmm.
see. Tactile fighting, they said.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's
Yeah, I
my.
remember back in the 90s when I watched the X-Men show. I
Oh,
liked
oh, the
her.
animated show.
The cat,
Okay.
yeah. Like, just know, like, if you guys, you gotta understand us 80s babies, when we listen to that theme song, we cannot skip it.
Da, da,
You
da, da,
cannot skip
da,
that
da,
theme song.
da, 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 da.
Yeah, you can't skip it.
Mm-mm,
So when I watched it the first time, I liked the Storm and Jubilee and Rogue. Those are my
mhm,
main three
mhm. Yeah.
girls.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, me too. And
mhm.
when it turned into a the X-Men movie with Halle Berry, I was like, where are those thick hips?
Yeah,
Because in the comics, Storm and Rogue got them
they
thick
were
ones.
thick.
They
They
got
were
them
thick.
thick hips.
They were
And then
thick.
I'm looking at skinny Halle Berry like, hello, my name is Halle Berry. I said, girl, don't be
No,
putting on that Kenyan accent. You don't know how to
yeah.
do it.
And this is my thing. Don't get me wrong. Halle Berry is a beautiful woman.
She
A
is
beautiful,
beautiful. She just
beautiful.
is a crappy superhero. Catwoman,
Yes. Oh
Storm.
God. I don't want to talk about Catwoman. I don't want to talk about that. The only black Catwoman I only would respect is Eartha Kitt. Halle Berry was not
Oh,
the
yeah.
second black Catwoman.
Eartha
I'm
Kitt
sorry.
is
Eartha
the
Kitt,
boss.
the best. I
Oh,
love it when she goes kissed.
yeah, see, I can't do that, but yeah.
I love Eartha. But anyways.
But yeah. So my next one, I'm gonna go in the order of my notes.
Yeah, that's what I
So
did.
next we have Jill
She looks
Carlisle,
cool.
Crimson Avenger.
Yeah,
Now,
she's pretty
there
cool.
was an original Crimson Avenger in 1938, and his name was Lee Travis. He was a white man.
Hmm.
So I think he was a publisher of the Daily Globe Leader. And some kind of way he was sent forward in time by
Hmm.
Nebula Man. And then he used to be accompanied by two twin Colt pistols. So I guess somehow she took on the mantle. So I'm just
Hmm.
blowing through everything. So, yeah, she took on the mantle from him, and um, yeah, it found a way to her. So she's a young lawyer. So of
Hmm.
course she seeks justice, right?
Hmm.
So once she got in possession of these two Colt pistols, they were cursed, and she didn't know it. So it's kind of
Hmm.
like now these pistols, they give you the power, or you have this responsibility to avenge the innocent.
Hmm.
So like once you have that curse upon you, you have to carry it out. It's kind of like Ghost Rider in a sense. Like you
Hmm.
have this spirit of vengeance in you.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I guess her superpowers are tactile, fighting, and some supernatural stuff.
Yeah, she looks
But
pretty
yeah,
cool. I
yeah,
like
she
her.
reminds me of like Daredevil.
Yeah,
with the
she's a
fire
black.
gold on it. Yep.
Yeah, because like she's the black version, black female version of Deb. That was what I was thinking when I saw her. Because it's like if you cosplay her, you have to be uber careful.
That's what we were talking about. I was like, I would love to cosplay her, but I would have to put like some lace
Yeah, to
blindfold or
see.
something so I can see.
Okay, okay. This is the only thing I can think of. Who can
Okay,
play
yeah,
as Storm?
Tizzy said, yeah.
Okay, Tizzy. This is what I think. I know she plays as Maria, but her character died. So, and also you, if you guys seen Loki, this version of Storm can be a variant of Maria. Just kidding. But the black woman who plays as Maria, she's
Uh-huh.
literally British. She could do the African accent. She's black. She's tall. She could be Storm. I
Okay.
think she could be Storm.
Yeah. Yeah. If not, I think they should get like a African actress. Like they should get an independent actress who is
Mm-hmm.
African from
Yeah.
Africa
Yes.
to play Storm
Yes. And it
with
has
dark
that.
skin. We don't want
Mm-hmm.
no light Halle Berry skin. Sorry.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
It's just I feel like I know a lot of people have a lot of opinions about it, but to
Hmm.
me, I feel like they only picked her is because she was the like an A-lister Hollywood person.
Exactly. Yeah.
But a
Yeah.
lot of people felt like they only picked her because she has light skin.
Yeah. That too.
Okay, Tizzy. I'm glad that you agree because
Mm, 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 mm.
that's the only thing that we could think of. Like you you can have like American women can have that accent, but it's not going to be the same because you have
I
to go
want
through
something authentic now.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like if you want to do representation now Hollywood, listen to what we're saying.
Hmm.
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
So,
PJ said Storm's control over the atmosphere is so precise that she can manipulate the air in someone's lungs. Ooh,
yeah.
dang.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
she can do that. She can,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
see, I feel like with the X-Men movies, like,
Mm,
okay, we talked about Halle Berry, but they had her so in the background. I'm like,
yeah.
she is so much more powerful than all these
Hmm.
other men. They
Yeah.
just kind of pushing her in the background. And I'm
But
like,
that's where they messed up at, and that's why a lot of movies, those movies didn't do so well at all.
oh yeah,
I like the thing is like, did I go to the movie theaters to watch them? Yeah.
I did too.
And I was like, I thought it was okay, but to be honest, I wish it can be better.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. I hope they reboot it. Well, they're
they,
supposed to reboot it, right?
yes. Remember the Loki? What happened in Loki?
Yep, I do.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yep,
You
yep,
guys
yep.
can go back and watch Loki. We're not going to spoil it, so go back and
Yeah,
watch
and
Loki.
we have Loki reviews too, so watch our previous videos.
Hmm.
All right. Next we have Fatality. Pardon me if
Girl,
I if I don't say her name right. All right,
oh
so she
man,
premiered in 1997, Green Lantern Volume 3, number 82. She's the oldest child of planet, and then these names are gonna get me. Um Zenashi ruling family. Um oh my god, Sinral. Huh, whatever. Was another world off world. Okay, so she was studying martial arts, off world with this fighting style warlords called Akara. Uh, but I guess somehow John Stewart, our John Stewart that we know,
hmm
destroyed her planet. Uh, oh, John Stewart. So anyway, she John Stewart was on her shit list basically because she is the only surviving member of the planet that he destroyed. So I'm like, okay, John Stewart, great, thanks. So
thanks,
after
John.
that, she was driven with vengeance. Like, I am gonna kill John Stewart. He took
Yeah,
everything from me. He took my planet, my family, all my people.
So she
He's
was kind
bad.
of like a mix of a superhero, but really she's out for vengeance, basically.
Yeah, she joined the Sinestro Corps.
Hmm.
So that's like, you know how we had a Green Lantern Corps. So now you
She's like the
got,
pink.
yeah.
It's like
So
a
she's
pink
like on the
version.
evil side of it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And
Uh,
then she became part of the Star Sapphires group.
well, can you put that picture of her down really quick?
Okay.
Because I just
Oh,
wanted to show this. Oops.
which one? Oh, uh
Uh-oh. Because
oh.
I pushed it. Um,
Ooh,
someone, let's see, what's their name?
nice.
Green Lantern, John Stewart, and Star. Well, they call her Star Sapphire
Yeah,
Fatality.
Star
It's a
Sapphire. Yeah,
commission by Matthew Sutton. So good job, Matthew.
awesome,
Yeah,
awesome. Thank you, thank you.
you're
Yeah,
welcome. So you can put it
yeah.
back
And
up.
then
I
they
just wanted to
said
point.
that, yeah, for the fellas,
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you guys can
boom,
do boom, do all of
TNA.
that.
But they did say that, you know, that with all the fighting that they do, they did were briefly lovers. Her and John
Yeah.
Stewart, they were briefly lovers.
So she is
But
like, I'm getting revenge, but I love you at the same time.
they have a love hate relationship for each other.
Okay.
But her powers are the Violet Lantern Ring, which is part of the Sapphires, and she has superhuman strength
Okay.
and a bunch of other cool stuff. She's been
That's
part of the Justice League Unlimited and Demon Knights.
that's why she's so pink and pretty.
Yeah, I like her. I want to read more on her because I
Yeah,
saw
me
her in my
too.
Marvel. I saw her in my DC book. Yeah,
Yeah, there's
DC
a
book, and I was like, "Huh, she looks interesting." Okay, let me read up
mm-hmm.
on her. So I wanted to
Yeah,
talk about her.
she's very pretty.
Yeah,
I
she's
can't
awesome.
cosplay as her, but
No, no,
here's
you do that in the
another cool thing.
bedroom.
What's the white Hank? He can't.
Sorry.
I
Oh
can't. He
God,
can't be John Stewart. I'm sorry, John Henry can't be John Stewart.
you come in there, the John Henry like that, you're gonna be having 5 babies.
Oh Lord, I'm not. I clank clank. This is her wearing the Green Lantern outfit. It looks like the
Ooh,
Lantern.
nice. Yeah, you would probably cosplay that, right?
No, I can't. Mm-mm.
Yeah, no, you probably still have babies on that one too.
Yeah, Kaylin would have siblings. I can't have no
Oh yes, you
babies.
have a village of siblings.
Yeah, I can't have no more babies. I'm sorry.
Oh, this is what they wear Saturday at Dragon Con, where all the freaks come out.
Freaks on her at night.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay.
We're
So
high on life, y'all. We're high on life.
next we have Spawn.
Oh, oh,
Oh.
oh! I the movie. I remember this. That's why I
Mm.
said, what's his name? Michael. Is it?
Jai White.
Yeah,
White.
he. Whenever I see him, I always think of him as Spawn because he's forever Spawn to me. I
Right.
can't see him as anything else. He's forever Spawn.
Mm,
Forever Spawn.
Poor Michael Jai White.
I know a lot of people didn't like them. I thought it was cool, even though I was young. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, it was a good movie. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so he debuted in 1992, Spawn number one.
Mm-hmm.
Todd McFarlane is the creator. He is known as an anti-hero. His name is Albert Simmons. He was a lieutenant colonel in the Marines.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. Marines
Yeah.
Force Raycon. He later joined the Secret Service and the CIA. So I'm assuming he did like some private security and then he joined the CIA too.
Mm-hmm.
The director of the CIA got tired of John Albert's high ground, like his moral high ground he had. So
Mm-hmm.
somehow, and I had to dig deeper in the story, he hired his friend who was also in the CIA to kill him, which
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what type of friend that is, but whatever.
Yeah. Some friend.
Some
I was
friend.
so pissed. Yeah, some friend.
So once he killed him, Simmons was burned and sent to hell,
Mm-hmm.
which is another conversation. Where he encounters the devil, which I can't say his name. He has a name, and I already
Mm-hmm.
butchered enough names tonight. But he 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 makes this deal with the devil. He was like, "Hey, can I see my wife one last time?" And
Mm-hmm.
then the devil was like, "I'll let you see your wife if you agree to be like my hellspawn, like this vengeful hellspawn for me, and you
Mm-hmm.
collect more souls for me." And he said, "Okay, I just want to see my wife."
Mm-hmm.
So he made this deal with the devil. He came back on Earth, and his memories were blurred. Like he was trying to put everything together in his mind.
Mm-hmm.
Just like coming back from the dead and then coming back on Earth. He's like, "Oh, okay, I'm trying to put all these meats," and then he started having flashbacks. So he's trying
Mm-hmm.
to remember everything, and he looked his wife up, and he was like, "Oh, cool, I found my wife." And then he found out she was married, and guess who she married?
His best friend.
Boom,
Just like
slut,
the movie.
slut. Anyway,
Yes. It's not her fault. I can't
but
blame
yeah,
her.
so his superpower is speed, strength, durability. He has this very dense, thick body, as you can see.
Yeah.
Um,
Because,
so yeah, I
this
don't
is
see
what I
how
have
he
to
got
say.
durability with all
I
of that.
Yeah, well, the only thing I can say is that me being a military brat, I could understand why he is so built up like that. Because
Mm,
Marines, they are
mm-hmm,
like they're built. Like all of the soldiers, well, some of them are built, but I feel like mostly Marines are more built.
mm-hmm,
They're and all that stuff because they have to go through the most. That's how I feel.
mm, okay.
Mhm.
So it's like he kept his
And
body even through hell.
yeah, and also he was part of the CIA, so that's why he's like, you know,
Yeah,
kind of.
he. I think they say he went through like CIA files.
Uh huh.
I guess he was remembering, oh, okay, I was part of the CIA. I know how to get in touch to see if I can find my wife. And that's how
Mm-hmm.
he found out about his wife.
Yeah, I if that happens, I would have been at that house and I would kill that man.
He was at the house. I know he was.
Mm-hmm. It's like
But
okay,
so
got my wife going
I
to
looked
hell.
further into like the background of the movie. The movie we're talking about, it came out in
Mm-hmm.
1997. We
Yep.
talked about Michael Jai White, awesome guy. I never
Mm-hmm.
met him, but I'm sure he's awesome.
Mm-hmm. And he's
Like,
funny too. If you see him in
yeah,
Medea movies, he's funny.
man. Don't.
I'm
Anyway,
sorry.
he, so some of the issues in the production and the the studio, the changes from the comics are that Al Simmons' friend was white in the movie. When in
Mm-hmm.
comics he was black, and
Yes.
then he said that the studio didn't want too many black leads, so they were like, oh, "Okay, we just do one. Just do one. They'll get too crazy,
What
doing
does
too much."
that tell you? What does that tell you?
I
Things that make you
know.
want to say, hmm,
Mm-mm.
hmm.
And he's oh boy, and it was originally supposed to be a R-rated movie, which it would have been better if it was R-rated, but
Right.
the studios like wore down the director and Todd and them to make it PG-13 because I
You,
guess they was like, "Where's a superhero movie?" And back then, it was like, "Well, we don't do blockbuster superhero movies."
yeah,
Yeah. And I thought too they were catering it to kids a little bit.
they really were. Um, but even though me, and it's like if I
Oh,
think John Henry, he has the comics. I'm not sure. But
yeah, John.
he has that what is the name of that image?
Oh yeah,
He has
Image
he has
Comics. Yeah.
Yes, he has quite a few Image comics. So I think he does have Spawn. But the thing is that, but from what I've seen, like all the comics that my husband has from
Hmm.
Image, it just seems like Image Comics is more bloody than DC.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
And the thing is like I'm kind of disappointed on how they portrayed, the movie, because I kind of do wish that it was R-rated and not PG. And
Yeah.
and at first, when I was a kid, I thought it was like R-rated because you see this scary looking clown man,
Hmm.
and it kind of creeped me out when I was a kid, but I
Yeah.
still enjoyed the movie.
John Leguizamo.
Yeah, so that's the only part I didn't like in the movie was that.
Yeah.
But I just
And
don't
that's
understand. Yeah,
Hey
hey
John
John.
from Movie Lovers Unite. Hey John.
Yeah, but I just
Yeah.
don't. I just don't understand why they had to do that. And now look at it now, and it's like you guys thought that comic book movies are not going to do good. Well, look at it now. Look
Hmm.
what's was really popular now. Comic book movies. They're still not
Hmm.
doing it right, but it's
Hmm.
still popular.
Hmm. Yep.
So
Yep. John is dropping knowledge in the chat. He said
yes,
Image is more of a mature content comic book, but they even sold this Spawn movie in Toys R Us with action figures. I remember
mm-hmm.
those action figures.
Me too. But the
Yeah.
thing is like again, like after I saw John Henry's comic books, there was more blood
Hmm.
in that. Image
Hmm.
had more blood than DC. And I was
Hmm.
like, oh, I thought DC was worse. So it's like you have Image, DC, and then Marvel. Because
Yeah.
that's why Marvel is part of Disney, because it's not as bad as DC or Image.
Yeah.
Gory, like the gore
And the
wise.
thing is, for people that don't know too much about Spawn,
Mm-hmm.
like you see now about Deadpool and it's rated
Mm-hmm.
R. Okay, so Spawn should have been the Deadpool of our time. Like,
Yes.
I hope that there is a market and that they bring Spawn back and they do it right, like make it
Yes.
rated R, since they can see that, oh, we're making a lot of money with Deadpool and it's rated
Mm-hmm.
R. So
Mm-hmm.
let's give Spawn a chance and make
And
it what it was
also
supposed to be. Because
and also do it
Deadpool is
right.
super bloody.
Yes. And like that's a super bloody Marvel movie, but
Hmm.
yet when Deadpool has, because it's not part of Disney yet. So now since Deadpool is going to be part of Disney, it's not going to be as not as bloody.
Oh, gross. I don't want that. I want my
I think
bloody
it's
Deadpool.
I think it's going to be PG-13 or something like that. I don't
It's
know.
gonna be they're gonna turn it like they did the Spawn. They're gonna mess it up.
Yeah, but the thing is that if they remake Spawn, do it right. Don't be
Hmm.
like we don't want to have too many people in one movie. Don't be like that, because
Hmm.
if you guys are all about representation, if you guys are all about, Black Lives Matter, do it right. That's all
Hmm.
I have to say.
Yeah.
So there you go,
And I know
Hollywood. Do
that
it right.
the creator of Spawn was white, but
Uh-huh.
even like half those people were black. Like his wife was black, his friend was black, Spawn is black.
One's black. Yeah. So it's
Like,
just like if you notice that the comic book character, I mean the comic book writer who is a white man that put black people in a comic book, you can do the same thing for the freaking movies.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And make it
So
rated R.
yes, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be like we want kids. Kids can. Never mind.
Mm-mm. All right,
Never
let's
mind.
move. All
I don't
right,
want to. Yeah,
sorry,
just
I'm
move
sorry.
on.
Let's
Yeah.
move on. Let's move on.
Yeah.
All right. So, lastly, I have Blue Marvel, which I'm
Yes.
sure PJ is going to blow up the comment section because he said it's his favorite superhero.
Well, the funny
But
things about Blue Marvel is like
mhm,
when I was at the comic book store,
mhm.
John Henry and I wanted to get that comic, but we saw the price on it. We was like, no, we spent a lot of money already.
What was the
Yeah.
price? I'm curious.
You remember I told you how much the Captain Marvel comic book was?
Yeah.
That's how much it was.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, oh boy. But yeah,
Yeah.
his name is Adam Brashear. He is the lead researcher in a project that developed clean energy powers. Uh, yeah, clean energy power source.
Mhm.
Anyway, he was calling this photon explosion, as all superheroes are.
Mhm.
He had powers. Is this explosion connected him to antimatter universe?
Mhm.
So he had like all this super cosmic powers from this explosion.
Mhm.
It transformed him into a stable antimatter reactor, but in a human form.
Mhm.
So he's able to like absorb all this antimatter. But his career, so he took on the mantle of Blue Marvel. Um, he was fighting crime, doing all this other great stuff, right? And he had a
Mhm.
helmet on. So in this picture, he doesn't have a helmet on, but he had a helmet on and he was looking awesome.
Mhm.
But his career was cut short in 1962 when his helmet was destroyed, like when he was fighting. And he was revealed to the world as a black man. It's like, who is
Oh,
this black man that's been saving the world? Oh my
it's
god!
like, oh my god, it's a black
Yeah.
man. What?
I'm getting all this from the Marvel encyclopedia, but it
Mhm.
said
Mhm.
President Kennedy at the time privately gave him like the Presidential Medal of Honor. And then he told him, if you can like quietly go away because you're kind of messing up the civil rights movement for us, thanks. Bye. So he had to fade into obscurity, but he continued his scientific research. And then he
I,
helped shield out. Yep, that's him. So that um yeah, so that helmet was destroyed. So people were
mhm.
like, oh, probably like, oh, yay, this awesome white guy saving the world. Look how powerful he is.
Yeah, look at him.
And then boom, oh, it's a black man.
Oh no.
So it caused an uproar, and President Kennedy had to shoot him away. I'm like, you need to go. You causing too much. We're trying to do this civil rights thing. We're trying to do it slowly. They don't need to see no powerful black man. That's too much. Go shoot. So he went. He faded into obscurity, but he still continued scientific research and contribute to saving the world. He even helped Shield. So they
Mhm.
were saying he was part of Shield, the Avengers, and the Ultimates. But his superpower is that he's super genius.
Mhm.
He has an extended lifespan and flight and many
Mhm.
other powers,
I
which
just
I
want to
found
say
it.
this.
Yes, go ahead.
Have you noticed that out of all of the black superheroes that we talked about,
Hmm.
that they always say that they're super genius,
Yeah,
that they're
super
smart?
genius. Yep,
They're smart? Okay.
that's
Just
smart.
wondering if you caught that. I was wondering
That's
if anybody else caught that.
super
They're super
geniuses.
genius. Mhm.
Yep. Hmm. But yeah, though that's all I have. I thought it was interesting just the whole racial aspect. When I read
Mhm.
about him, I was like, oh man, that sucks.
Yeah.
Like it kind of reminded me of Falcon, the Winter Soldier. He's like the black Captain America. No,
Mhm.
Isaiah Bradley. It
Yeah,
reminded
Isaiah
me of that.
Bradley.
Yeah, that's who
Mhm.
it reminded me of when I was reading about Blue Marvel. Just
Mhm.
how a black man can't be a superhero or can't represent America in that
Mhm.
aspect or can't be too powerful.
Right.
So they had to push him into obscurity, just
Mhm.
like they did Blue Marvel.
Mhm.
I
And the
just
thing
find it really
is,
shocking.
yeah, and the only thing is about Captain. Well, now it's called Captain America and the Winter Soldier. The thing is that um, Sam, he was like, I don't care if people would think that I can't represent America. I am America, and this is what I'm going to do.
Hmm.
And it's just sad that people. What year did Blue Marvel come out? Came out
I don't know. is terrible. Oh my gosh. What's wrong
Oh
with me?
no.
Oh no. Everybody's gonna be upset. Like, how could
Like,
you
how
do this to
dare
me?
you?
How
I know
dare
PJ would be
you?
like, why did you not
Uh,
get the year?
he'll get over it.
I'm surprised he didn't
Whatever.
come in here and made a comment about it. PJ, where
He'll
are
get
you?
over it. He will get over it.
He knows
Whatever.
I'm calling your name, PJ. You probably can get it faster. I'm just
Mm-mm-mm.
kidding.
Well, yeah, yeah. It's man. I don't know. It had to be early on because they're
Hmm.
talking about the 1960s. So
Okay.
I'm assuming it was early on in that time period.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like it sucks like how things were back in the 60s. Like knowing, well, my parent, because my mom was super young and she didn't go, like when she went to school, it was desegregated. So she was able to go
Hmm.
to school. But my dad, it was a different story. Like my uncles, minus the youngest uncles, my uncles who are older than my mom, they had to go through the segregation and all that stuff. And it's just like sad that how, the comic books could tell you what life was really about back in
Hmm.
the day.
Hmm.
And especially, and I noticed that with Marvel books, they do that a lot with the civil rights. They talk about
Yeah,
the civil rights a lot.
that is. Yeah, you know what? You're right. It's like
Hmm.
it captures a historical time period.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Because,
Well, from
go
go ahead.
ahead. No, you
Go
can go
ahead.
ahead. No, I was going
Oh,
to say,
well, from what I looked up right quick, I think it said 2008. So maybe it was doing like a flashback to 1960, but
mhm.
I don't know.
But still,
If I find the right information, I'll talk about it in part two.
yeah. Because again, it's like, I've noticed that a lot with a lot of Marvel books. They talk about, and I know some people will be like, no, that's not what they're talking about. You just got to sit down and read about the history and then go back to read Marvel. And you could see that some of the stuff, like some of the things that happen in our history, is the same thing in the Marvel comics. You can't deny it because it's really like that.
Hmm.
So I
Yeah.
just noticed that. I just noticed that.
Yeah. And it's the same thing like that TikTok video I showed you
Mm-hmm.
about Stan Lee, and they were like, Stan Lee didn't base X-Men off the Black Panthers or anything like that. And I was like, yeah, he did. Because
Yes,
he
he
talked
did.
about it. It came from his mouth. He talked
Yes,
about it.
yes, he did.
Because
And
he
then I
was
like
back
the
in
part.
that time period.
Yeah, and I just thought it was funny that they told him to put white people in the comics. He's like, "Oh, you want white people in it? Okay, I got you." And then the next issue comes out. There's white people in it, but it's Black Panther kicking their ass because they're KKK. So
Oh,
he's
I
like,
want that poster in
You
my
said you wanted
bedroom.
white people. I think a lot of us want that poster in our room. If I can find it, I will hang it up in my room. I
Oh,
just got to
man.
make sure it's out of my daughter's reach,
Yes, please.
or I just might have to frame it before I put it up on my wall. And she probably will point at him and say, "Dog, dog,
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 dog. What? No, baby. This ain't a dog.
dog." You know what? That's a dog.
Dog, dog,
Dog.
dog.
It's true, Tizzy. Having a toddler is so crazy. I can't. Oh, oh
Oh
gosh,
my
I'm trying to
God.
raise her right. I'm trying.
Trying to raise the children up right, and then they will
Yes,
know the way.
my little mixed nerd.
They will know the way. Hmm.
Yes, it's like that's T'Challa, dog,
Dog. Oh
dog. It's like
God. I'm trying, y'all. I'm
it's,
trying.
it's a dog. She has that southern accent. Dog, dog.
Dog, dog.
I'm sorry, y'all. I can't. I'm literally crying. I'm crying.
Oh my God.
I'm good.
But yeah, like X-Men, think Stan Lee was saying that X-Men, he based it off like the Black Panthers. And I
Uh-huh.
think Professor X, he based off like Martin Luther King. So he's like a Martin
Mhm.
Luther King type, and
Mhm.
Magneto is like a Malcolm X type.
Mhm.
And he said not just the civil rights movement, but like the anybody that's other. Like
Mhm.
you feel like you're a nerd and they're jocks and you're an outsider, or if you're gay or whatever, you don't fit into society. Like everything plus the civil rights movement is what he based the X-Men characters off of in the X-Men comics.
Mhm. Because you can clearly see that Magneto is Malcolm X, because Malcolm X, he was kind of the one that's like, okay, if this is how I pictured it,
Mm-hmm.
because after I watched the movies, after I was listening to the audiobook, to me, I just feel like Malcolm X was just thinking like we should have our rights, but we have to do it ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Black people will be with black people, white people will be with white people, but they're still like evil kind of thing. And well, that evil kind of thing, but they're
Mm-hmm.
still, they're on one side and we're on the other side.
Yeah.
And it's like I can see that with Magneto, but with Xavier, Professor X, I can see that he was more like Martin Luther King. He wanted all of us to come together. He wanted
Mm-hmm.
all the mutants to be together, with like mutants and humans can be together. Magneto didn't think that way, because he felt like how they're treating me is not right. It's
Yeah.
kind of that's how I kind of see it.
Yeah.
So you can really, like, if you guys, instead of you just sitting there, it's like, no, it's not like that. Go watch about Malcolm X. Go watch about Martin Luther King, and then read about the X-Men, and then come back, and then tell me what you think.
Yeah. Yeah. And the documentary I saw, I think it's called Comic Book Heroes Unmasked or something
Mm-hmm.
like that. I think it was a History Channel documentary and it's kind of old. But Stan Lee was in it talking about everything I just said.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody that's like, oh no, y'all just trying to attach an agenda onto the X-Men, I'm like, no, it came from the
No,
creator's mouth.
but you can
So
clearly see it, people. You can see it. See what's going on with the X-Men. See
mhm,
what they're doing to the mutants. Then go back and look at the history, what's going on with the civil rights. You can
mhm.
see how they treated black people during the civil rights movement. You can see it. It's right there in front of you. So stop being dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to give Stanley kudos. Well, of course, always, but
Yeah.
just like create or co-create Black Panther
Hmm.
and Storm, like making a black woman that powerful where she
Yeah.
can control the weather.
Yeah. And the
Like,
thing is that he didn't. And that's another thing that kind of makes me mad, is
mm-hmm,
that you guys you guys, of course, went to Stanley,
mm-hmm,
and it's just like you could have respected him better with his characters, his work. That's how I feel. Do better with his work. Don't just say, "Oh, he's gone. We can do it however we want," because people don't want to know about the real comic book stuff. Yeah, they do.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can, and it's like, why are you doing a Marvel movie if you never read the comics?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Just
Yeah.
don't.
And all the characters that we talked about tonight, there's so many that Marvel can do. Like you don't
Yes.
have to keep recycling the same characters. There's so many and like all these characters which we talked about interacted with like
Mm-hmm.
Iron Man and or Superman or everybody that we know of
Mm-hmm.
today. So it like you have options. Like it's a wide range of characters. And I know
Yes.
they're probably like, oh, we don't know if black characters will sell movies or
But
sell
look at
tickets or
Blade.
whatever. Yeah, Blade.
Look at Blade.
But
Like,
they didn't advertise it as a superhero movie because they were like, oh, we don't want to do that. We'll just say it's a movie. And
right.
a lot of people didn't know it was a comic book character.
Well, to be honest, I don't think they did.
Mhm.
Except for, the actual nerds,
Mhm.
but everybody else. But this is another thing, and I hate when they say that, because I do remember that. Well, I remember someone said that black comic book characters, you just like you said, probably won't be a good movie.
Yeah.
And you know, for you to say that as a black person, I feel like that's stupid
Mhm.
and ignorant for you to say.
Mhm.
Because if you're trying to say that black people need to have representation, and you know that we want to have representation, why are you not using actual black superheroes? Do not, I hate it. I hate it with a passion. Do not try to get a white character and turn him black, even though there's 50 million black comic book characters out there. This is your representation. No, it's not.
Mhm.
It's recycling, like you said.
Yeah, or vice versa. I know that's gonna hit a nerve with some people, but vice
It's
versa.
true.
Like Michael B. Jordan as like the Human Torch. I'm like, no.
No.
Like there's plenty of black comic book characters
Mm-hmm.
that you can use and
Yes.
introduce the audience to. I think if you have, you have like a writer or a director that knows the comic book characters
Mm-hmm.
and you have a good script,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, even if people don't know who this person is, then
Why
they
don't you
will
just
fall
show
in
them?
love with them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
introduce
like
them.
a lot of people, like, for us black nerds, ones who read the comics, of course we know about Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
But look at what Black Panther did for the people who never read the comics.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what it did. You cannot say that black movies or a black superhero will not make it well. Look at Black Panther. Look how well that movie sold out. Look at the pictures of the movie theaters, I should say, because it
Mm-hmm.
was filled. Like when I saw it twice. Actually, no, I've seen it 3 times because my mom wanted to see that movie. I saw it one time with my husband, and I saw it twice with my mom and my husband.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good movie. And every time I go, I see black people coming in watching that movie.
Yeah.
So you cannot say that if we do a black superhero movie, it will not go well. We will
Mm-hmm.
make it go well.
Mm-hmm.
If we know that it's a black superhero, oh, we will make it go well. And we
Yeah.
can prove you wrong.
Especially the diehard nerds.
Yeah.
Imagine how, yeah, Tizzy was saying, isn't Black Panther still the number one Marvel movie that made the most money? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Because
So
like
you can.
especially with black nerds, like imagine how how they would feel if they saw like Steel
Mm-hmm.
or
Oh
Blue
my
Marvel.
God.
Like they would shit their pants like, oh my
Oh,
gosh.
oh
Oh
my. And then you will see more black people, especially the ones who never read the comics, and they'd be like, oh, who's that? It's another black superhero? Oh, we're
yeah.
gonna watch that.
Yeah. Oh, you mean there's more? Yeah.
Yeah, there's
There's
more.
thousands.
Thousands. Like literally, my husband, I gave him some homework a long time ago with our our first podcast because we are doing a remake of it because our
Mhm.
first podcast didn't do so well at that
Yeah,
time.
it's like a tester episode.
Yeah, but my husband, he's one of those guys that he will look up stuff. He will do his research. So he had both my encyclopedias, Marvel and DC, and he made out a list of black superheroes. There's 2 pages of that.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's 4 pages
Dang.
of it. So that's a lot. And I only have one page with me. Don't mind his handwriting. But see, front and back.
Wow.
Look at this.
Wow.
And there's page numbers of where they're located. So they're out there.
Yeah.
So
I
you
would
can't
like to
say.
see a book, like an encyclopedia of black superheroes.
You know what? I wouldn't mind having seen that either because I don't want to go through that encyclopedia trying to look
I
for
had to
everything.
flip so many times. I was like, okay, flip, flip, flip,
Okay,
flip.
where he looks black, but I
Yeah.
don't know if he's black.
Is he black or not?
His
Yeah.
friend
Okay.
Henry was the same way. He looks black, so
Yeah. Is he black? No. Okay. Yeah.
I'm
And
like,
there's other representation too. They're just now getting to like the new Captain Marvel.
mm,
But anyway.
sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Oh
I'm just pissed off that they fucked up my Monica. That's all I have to
my
say.
god.
I, I paid $300 for a comic book, and that's what they do to me. Okay. Yes, I paid that much money.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Uh,
sorry.
but yeah, is there any last final thoughts?
Um, I don't know. That's it. I could just say this for all of you guys who are listening to us, and if you're not a comic book nerd like we are, oh, I don't hate Monica. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'm just mad at the fact that how they treat Monica. Oh no, no.
Oh,
Monica
oh,
is my
oh,
girl. That's
oh,
my
oh,
girl.
yeah, yeah,
I paid a lot of money for that comic book. I love Monica. Like
yeah.
ever since I read, I didn't even know anything about her until I saw that comic book, and I said I want it, and it's mine. And I got it as a birthday present. And I want to thank my husband for getting it for me because it's worth it.
Hmm.
I know it costs a lot of money to get Monica's first comic book, but I say get it. Save up all the money and get it.
Yep.
Or just read it online. Read it online.
Do that too.
Yeah, you can do that too if you can find it. If you
Mhm.
can find it, read it online. But this is what I have to say for people who are not really into comics. Like seriously, buy the DC and Marvel encyclopedias. They are your friends.
Mhm.
They are your friends because you will find out a lot of interesting information about every single black or white or gay or whatever comic book character. They're
Mhm.
all in there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's definitely on my list. It's a
Save all
to
that money,
listen.
girl. Save it up.
Yeah. Please
It's
do.
worth it.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think I think Blue Marvel is going to be the next one for me. But I think I might have to get that in September because he's blue. My birthstone is blue, so he's perfect for
Oh.
that. So
Yeah. Yeah. Like my birthstone because we both
yeah,
were born in September.
September babies.
Yay!
But I
Leo.
most definitely have to get a case for that
Yeah.
because knowing that my toddler would be
Hmm.
19
Aquarius
months
baby.
away. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's an Aquarius.
Mm.
So she loves books, but she ain't reading that one. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh
Mm-mm.
boy. Oh dear. That one.
So I just need to find a spot to put up all my comic books that I got for a lot of money.
Yes, please do.
Oh God. Oh, September babies in the house.
What?
Yes.
Oh, 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 oh,
Woo-hoo.
oh, 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 oh.
September. Okay.
Oh,
See,
oh,
I'm a Virgo and she's a Libra. Are
yeah.
you team Virgo or are you team Libra?
Don't. She better say the right answer.
She might say the right answer for either one
She
of us.
she seems like she nervous. She
She's
ain't
like, I
saying
don't
nothing.
know if I want to
She
say
ain't saying
Libra or
nothing.
Virgo.
She
I'm
ain't saying
scared.
nothing. She ain't saying nothing.
Just know that we're
Them.
both. Yes! Virgo! Woo-hoo. Sorry, Mika.
Let me see if
Sorry.
I can delete
Virgo
her.
game. No, don't do it. No. So that's my Virgo sister. No.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, you be all right. You all right. You
Whatever.
surrounded by Virgos.
I know my
Haha.
sister's a Virgo. Damn it. Can't get away from y'all. Oh, I just want to know where the Libras are. I feel so alone.
Oh, they're out there. The Libras are out there. We get some Libra listeners one day. I wouldn't be surprised if they're out there now.
One day, one
One
day,
day
one
they
day.
probably be like, "Hey, I'm a Libra. See, there's a Libra."
Comment in the section if you're a Libra.
Yes, please, just to make her happy. Please, to
Please,
say,
please.
"Hi, I'm a Libra." Then she'll be
Yeah.
like, "Yay, I'm not the only one."
Yeah. I'm a Libra and I have a Scorpio moon, so I'm double screwed.
Yeah, just make
I'm
her
just an
happy.
emotional person trying to find balance in my life.
Okay, you know what? I was thinking about that.
He-Man show.
Yes, you need to
Oh,
on
oh, okay.
Netflix.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay,
Uh-huh. I didn't
here's the
see it, but
funny thing.
yeah.
My husband, he has the old He-Man movie, and he's doing what you call it, a He-Man marathon. I did tell him about He-Man because he loves He-Man.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind doing that. So after he watched the old school He-Mans, we can watch the new one.
Yeah. We can
But I've
talk
seen a
about it
lot
on
of
the show
backlash.
too.
I saw a lot of backlash about that one on Twitter. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Don't go on Twitter. If you like He-Man, the Netflix version, don't go on Twitter.
We
Don't go
can
on
talk
Twitter.
about it on the show.
Yeah, just don't. I wouldn't mind watching it because I can't just go based on everybody else's opinion. I just need
Yeah,
to go
totally.
based on mine.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
but they need to do a She-Ra. If they have He-Man, She-Ra needs to come back.
Yeah, I photobombed She-Ra at Dragon Con.
Yeah, she literally did. I wish I
Yeah,
could show you the picture.
that was hilarious. She was
uh,
standing there, her cosplay, like, yeah, I'm tough. I was like, hey, boom, photobomb.
I gotta find that picture. I'm sorry, y'all. I just gotta find it because it's. Oh God.
You gotta go on your albums. Go to Dragon Con albums.
Yes. Actually, it's not on my Dragon Con. Oh, yes, it is. Here it is.
Boom, that's me.
I was trying to take a picture of She-Ra, and she's like, "Hey."
Hey. Yeah, Tizzy said she's seen a lot of hate too. She's a Thundercats girl, but she's open to watching it.
Yeah, I heard a lot of hate with Thundercats as well, but
Damn.
yeah.
Oh, is it like the old heads? They just like the classic Thundercats, and then they're
Well,
just rebooting it.
well,
Well, for the sake of time, yeah.
I think it was on Cartoon Network.
Uh-huh.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Tizzy, but I didn't watch it because I refused to watch it because I didn't like how they did the graphics. You know how Teen Titans Go is?
Mm-hmm.
That was the new Thundercats.
Oh no.
I rather prefer to see the the animated version like they did with the one that looks like it's anime style
Yeah.
Thundercats. They need to bring that one back, and
Mm.
that drawing that they did.
On that note, we'll continue it because
Yes.
we have to sign out. But yeah, thank you everyone for their comments. Tizzy the
Mm-hmm.
Great, thank you. Barbara,
Thank you.
John, PJ, everybody.
Yes, thank you
We're gonna
guys.
do a 3-part series of Black superheroes. So
Mm-hmm.
next Friday will be part 2.
Right, we're not going to be like Saw doing a 10-part movie or a
No, no.
series. We can't do that. That when we
Well,
say it's a lot, there's a lot. So
yeah, I was telling Tamra, once we finish, our 3-part series, because we got other topics to talk about, we may revisit and do a part 4.
okay, we can do that.
Yeah, later on down the line somewhere.
Okay, I'll put
If
that in
if
my
that's what the
notes.
people want.
Is that what you guys want? Just leave a comment below. Just let us know.
Totally. All
Totally.
right. And on that note, catch us next Friday. Same time, 9:15, live on YouTube, Facebook, not Twitch or Twitch.
Well, if I'm using my laptop, not Twitch,
Okay.
because I can't do Twitch on my laptop. I need 2 screens. So,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
So YouTube, Facebook, and then catch the audio only version on Spotify, Google, Apple, Breaker, Good Pods, basically all those platforms, and be sure to follow and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Peace out.
Bye, y'all.